Okay, good morning, everyone. And it's just gone past 8 a.m. Indochina, Vietnam, Cambodia, Indochina time, Southeast Asia. And this is the opening of the Singapore Shanghai market. Tokyo opened 1 hour ago. And right now we're looking at the chart from yesterday, the whole day of yesterday. This is a 10-minute time frame on XAU USD on Tradingview. And wasn't much happening yesterday. This is Tokyo opening here. They didn't do very much. And then Singapore and Shanghai opened here on this couple of green candles. I took a trade yesterday. I went long. If you were watching, that was I took the trade during the live session, and I held on to that till the London over here. It turned out to be a good trade. As it moved up, then I could move my stop loss above break even, and then rode the profit up to the London session. And I got out. And then London started to fall down a little bit, and then we got over to the New York session, and Wall Street opened, and they looked like they were bullish, flipped around and turned bearish for most of the U.S. session, and then just went sideways most of the rest of the day. Kilinoya, good morning, sir. Where are you? You watching from South Africa, I think. Good to see you here. We're just looking at yesterday, kind of a review of what the trade's like yesterday on gold, the Tokyo, London, New York session. Did you take a trade yesterday in gold? Anybody? I went long over here during the opening of Singapore, and then rode that up to the London session, and then I got out. I didn't take a trade during the New York session, although it was looking bearish after Wall Street opened. I didn't. I did not take a trade during the New York session yesterday. So let's get over here to the chart for today. And what a crazy day! What is going on? I want to put another resistance line in here. R1. Let's see what happens there. Bring that down a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So this is what it looks like today. It's an extremely unusual chart. I have no idea. Nigeria, yeah. Market didn't hit your buy limit and you don't jump to market. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you trust your strategy. And if your strategy doesn't give you a trade setup, then you don't just chase the candles. It's always better to just wait. Sometimes sit on your hands and wait for your trade setup. Trust your strategy. Very, very important. But today, I don't know, guys, I really don't know what's going on today. This is so unusual. This is like a 60, $70 move here. Tokyo opened right here, and it looked like it's going to be bearish. Okay. So you get ready to go short, and maybe some of you did go short. Well, the next candle, whoa, dropped way down and came right back up. So if you went short with the opening of Tokyo, then you got stopped out because it just flipped around completely. And for the next one, two, three, four, the next almost hour, it's come right back up above the opening. So there must be some news. I scanned through the news. I checked all the headlines. I don't see anything that could have caused these big moves. This is very unusual to see big moves like this in the Asia market. So I really don't know, guys. If you know something, let me know in the comments if there's something going on. Of course, the the Middle East, that's still happening, but there must have been something major that caused this sudden gap down and then or spike down, and then suddenly, boom, just flip around and go the opposite direction. You go 500 pips. You must have went long on the bottom of this candle. You must have went long right down here, and then you rode all the way up there. That's about 500 pips, I think. Let's just measure that and see. At 600 pips. So you must have went long down here, Illinois, and then rode that up. Congratulations. Well done. I didn't even I didn't even see that myself. I don't usually look that closely at the chart because they don't move that fast in the Asian market. And if you're watching, we've got a few people joined in now. Let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment here. It's always interesting to know where people are around the world. And if you're trading gold, if you have a trade open like Killanova here, if you have a trade open, or you probably close your trade now, I guess. I don't know. I mean, 500 pips, come on, you'd be happy with that. Oh, okay. You had to buy them at 4,700, and let's see, we got down to 46.94, 46.93. So yeah, your buy limit kicked in. Wow, your buy limit kicked in right there. Great, well done. It's very early for you over there in Nigeria. I guess you get up early to trade the. It must be about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, or maybe you stay up very late. And usually we have some people join in from Australia, New Zealand. I don't see any of those guys coming in yet. Maybe the market has scared everybody away. So we had a big red candle with a start. This is the opening of the day, the beginning of the day, New Zealand. And then you come across, and that's Sydney. And then we get over here in Tokyo, and it looked like it was going to be very bearish. But that changed very quickly. Now, the first candle here with the Singapore market, we're getting a bearish move. So we'll see what happens. I don't usually take anything on the first couple of candles. Let the market settle down and show me what direction it's going to go. Hmm. Well, it definitely looks like we want to go bearish. The reason I say I don't know that it was really just a liquidity sweep on gold, because if you look at oil, look what happened to oil. So, this kind of tells me there was some kind of weird news. There was some kind of news that came out, because this is nothing to do with trading gold. This is oil. And look at that big spike up. It jumped up $3 a barrel and then fell right back down. So that's why I'm thinking there was some kind of breaking news that came out that I didn't know about. Maybe not. I don't know. But according to my strategy here, you're waiting all day, which didn't even close at all. And when the market opened today and you saw the bearish candle, oh, okay. Oh, you normally always trade during the Asian. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kilanova. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Kilani Nova. But you said you saw this bearish candle and then you're expecting a sweep. Maybe when you saw this candle here from the Tokyo. Okay. But yeah, I love this trend line strategy. It works very well. I mean, it just works. Nothing works 100% of the time. Nothing works all the time. Some things work a lot of the time, but nothing works all the time. And as you can see right here, I don't have any kind of trade set up. I've got my downward trend line here. I've got my upward trend line here, but I don't have, it's too early for me to come in steeper with another trend line. I'll just put that on there and show you. If I do that here, that's not a valid trend line. That's too steep. I need to have about 3, 4, 5 hours of data. So I would have something like maybe at least like that, something like that. But I don't have any. I can't put a trend line there. That's not a valid trend line. That's too steep. So I'm just waiting. Probably with a situation like this, with this big, $60 move that we had, 600 pips. Very likely I won't get a trade during this Asia session. This will all settle down, and then perhaps in the London session in about 4 or 5 hours from now, then I'll get a valid trade. But that's okay, that's fine. I wait for the market. I just let the market tell me what it's doing. And we have resistance up here at 47.72. And then we have support here, which is broken below at 47.16. We can put another support line in there if we're going to be bearish. We can put that second support line in there. See how that looks. Oh, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. We got our second support line there. That's at 46.87. Our second support line. Support number two. And you said you're looking at 46.70. So we might even break below that, according to your strategy. 46.70 would be right about there. Not that far away. For gold, that's not very far away. So our first candle on Singapore, that was a bearish candle. Singapore and Shanghai, right there. And this is the market I usually wait for. Singapore and Shanghai. Those candles are kind of big. Can I make that smaller? I don't think so. Oh, maybe I can. No. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, I can too. Yeah. Okay. Let's make that smaller. Let's make that a little bit smaller. No. Oh, that's for the text. So I cannot change the candle size. I like my text to be 20. Style. Cannot change the size of that candle, I don't believe. Let me try something else here. No. Okay, never mind. So we're looking bearish here, definitely bearish. And if I would have had a trend line, if I could have had a trend line in here, I would have probably gone short on this candle here. That's a nice 10-minute candle. And we've got just another 1 minute on this candle here. Oh, Imani, you didn't read today because you didn't see a good setup. You didn't read today because you didn't see a good setup. You didn't read what? Killanova waiting for New York section. Okay. You don't trade the London session. I guess you have to sleep sometimes in Nigeria. Oh, you meant trade. You didn't take a trade today because you. I'm having to scroll back. You didn't see a good setup. Okay. Yes, Imani, it took out the Asian low from yesterday. It took out the previous day low from yesterday. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with all these comments here. Let me go to my chart. Okay, so I could change this to the liquidity chart, I believe. Yeah, okay. This is my other chart that I use for liquidity, guys, the liquidity grab. And I do have my new lines on here from a little bit. So, yeah, Imani, we took out the previous day low yesterday from the previous day low from yesterday, right here on this first. This is the first Tokyo candle, that big red one. Just wow, went down and wiped out that, took out the previous day low, and then shot back up. And I wasn't watching that because that is so unusual. I'm getting ready for live and having my coffee and all that stuff. I didn't see this at all. But Killanova from Nigeria, he was watching this. He had a buy limit at 4,700 right here. He had a buy limit right here, and he got all of this 500 pips on his trade. What an awesome trade that was. But yeah, we took out the previous day low from yesterday, and now it's. But that doesn't mean is that's the real move. It's just some kind of a weird liquidity sweep, and then a big reversal, and now we're going back to bearish again. I don't know. Markets are crazy. Let me go back to my trend line chart here. So according to my trend line strategy, I cannot put in another trend line just yet. There's not enough data here. I need 3 to 4 hours of data before I can come in with a steeper line from here up across here. And I don't have that yet. So this is my downward trend line. This is my upward trend line. They're too far apart. I'm not going to take a trade in here. Although it's looking bearish, if you want to take a short trade, maybe. And then I would put, if I took a short trade, I would put my stop loss above the pivot point at about 47.48, or you could put it above the previous high at 47.55. Mm. No, I'm not in a trade. I did not take a trade yet. I did not take a trade yet. Yeah, Kalana Nova made a good trade. This come down here, but yeah, you say, well, it could have gone either way. Okay, well, that's why you use a stop loss. You don't know what can happen. Anything can happen. Sure. But with that liquidity sweep that we got there and came down below the previous day low, and then it reversed and went like that, you enter the trade. He got in at 4,700 right there. So you just put your stop loss down here. If it goes the opposite direction, if it goes, against you, then you get stopped out. That's what you do with every trade. Every trade can go the wrong direction. Every trade can go the opposite of what you expect it to do. That's why we use the stop loss. Criteria not met for me to trade, and good no trades. Yeah, no trade is a good trade. I think I've said that before. No trade is a good trade sometimes. Yeah, don't chase the market. Don't force a trade. Absolutely. This is a good one here. This is a good one, but it doesn't, I have a rules-based strategy with the trend line strategy, and this does not meet my criteria. It's not there. I'm not going to force the trade. I follow the rules. And if I don't get this, okay, well, the market is always presenting opportunities to make money. It doesn't have to be right this minute. So where's our people, guys from down under? We usually get some guys from New Zealand, from Australia. I'm glad you're here, Imani and Kalani Nova from Nigeria. Kalani Nova, are you in my Telegram group, the chat group? People have a different name in YouTube and a different name in Telegram. So I'm not sure if you're in there or not. You're more than welcome to join that Telegram chat group and to comment. You can even share your trade in the Telegram group. It's encouraging for other traders to see what you're doing. You have successful trades. You have a good strategy that works. It's no fun just being the lone ranger. Anybody else that's joined in the live today, let me know where you're watching from. I don't know if I'll stick around here much longer, guys. So this is no trade for me today. No trade setup. I cannot come in steeper yet. I can try, but it's not. I'm not going to push it. That's not a valid. That's not a valid trend line. That's only 7:10. There's only 1 hour of data. I need 3 to 4 hours of data. So just have to let this unfold, let it work its way across over here like this, and probably I'll come back in the London session and maybe do something then in about 4 hours from now. So let's get rid of all this. You know when Tokyo opens. You know when Singapore opens. Now clean up the chart a little bit. This is so unusual, guys. So unusual to see a big spike down like that, and then an absolute 180-degree turn, and then now start to go the opposite direction again. It is really unusual to see a big move like that at this time of day. You believe this is a retracement? You think we're going to go higher? The 4 hour has strong rejection to the downside. Let's see what happens at 9 o'clock. Looks like we got one trade tonight. Okay, yeah, you see there, Kalani Nova confirmed that he has a stop loss. Yeah, of course. All good traders use a stop loss. You have to accept the fact that sometimes the trade will go against you. Now, I've looked over at the daily chart is bearish. The daily chart is bearish. Okay, and the 4 hour chart is also bearish. The 4 hour chart has been bearish for 2 days. Of course, we're getting a lot of flipping around from bullish to bearish. There's so much uncertainty in the market. And the day chart has been bearish. So the overall prevailing trend is bearish. But if you guys think it's bullish, okay. I don't know why you think that. Yeah, that's the way to trade, Kalani Nova. You just wait for your trade setup. If it doesn't execute, then you live to trade another day. Well, we're really still getting some good bearish move here. Hey, this is only 20 minutes after the Singapore Open. Well, almost 30 minutes now. This candle is almost finished. Ah, you're expecting Imani. Let's see here. I don't know who's talking here. Oh, Imani is talking. I believe I know what's going to happen because I've seen this in gold before. It goes up, and I mean up. We could claim the previous day high, but definitely all-time high. All-time high? Are you serious? All-time high for gold is 5,600. 5600, something like that. Close enough. All-time high was, oh, was it? Yep, five. Well, not 5600. 5598.75. That's on the gold spot chart. 5598. So 5600. That's the all-time high. We're now, oh, how far away? $900 away from that. We're a long way from the any kind of all-time high. Oh, okay. Previous day high. All right. You type too fast, Imani. I think you make some typos. Okay, all right. That's fine. You can chat. You're welcome to chat in the Telegram group. Let me go back over here. Let me flip back over to that. What was the previous day high from my previous day high was 47.72. So yeah, we're not very far away from that. There wasn't a very big range yesterday. The previous day high 47.72. Easy to take that out maybe in the London session or the New York session. Yeah, that'll be no problem. Let me go back to my trend line chart. The previous day high and the previous day low, they're not very far apart from each other because we really didn't have much of a range yesterday. See here, from the opening went up a little bit and down a little bit. So previous day high and previous day low are not that very far apart from each other. I'll get back over here to right now. Okay, now finally getting a little bit of a pullback there. I don't know where our crowd from down under is. They're not here today. They've gone MIA, missing in action. We usually get some news from. Oh, that's Nova. Nova, you're posting in the Telegram now. Hey, Nova 6 and 6, I think. That's Kilani Nova. Okay. So, guys, I'm not going to stay here much longer because I'm not going to have a trade in this Asian market. I can see that already. It needs to come over here, like over here, so I can get another steeper trend line to come in. I would be looking for something like this. As the market unfolds, if I can get something like this, but it's going to have to work its way over here like this for me to use my trend line strategy. I'm not going to force a trade. I didn't get anything today. Had a good trade yesterday. I shared that with everybody while we were live yesterday. I told you uh, I went long right here on this candle, and I wrote that up to the London Open, and then I got out. So yesterday was a good trade according to the trend line strategy. It worked very, very well, but nothing works all the time. Nothing works all the time. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't read it yet, but I saw it popped up. Okay. Hey guys, I'm going to take off now. Uh, Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget to click that like button. It does help the channel. And remember, I'm here every day, Monday to Friday. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good day wherever you are in the world. Imani, I hope you have a good night's sleep in the U.S. And Kalani Nova, you have a good day. I'll see everybody again next time.